Hello, Steve Arts 89. Well, there have been some interesting things in the news that I just want to comment on because it's all kind of interesting. I find the whole Jada Pinkett Smith thing fascinating. She's got a book out and she's spilling secrets and telling things that would have helped had she mentioned a year or so ago. Apparently, her and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. So, 7 years ago, 6 years before the slap heard around the world. So, it's fascinating to me that people are still attacking her and piling on her when this shows that they weren't even together when she apparently cheated on him. She didn't cheat on him, they weren't together, they were separated. They basically were still married and a couple for their children, but they were living separate lives and had their own relationships. So she didn't cheat on him. You can't cheat on someone when you're not together. And him continuing to portray himself as her husband and them as a couple and her as his wife shows some kind of disturbed, delusional, controlling, possessive thing of his that he, even though he knew they were separated and that they were living separate lives and she was having other relationships, he still was acting like that was his wife. Like he said at the Oscars, keep your effing, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And she's like, why is he referring to me as, I get that they were doing the public persona thing where they were still sort of going to things and doing stuff with the kids like they were a couple, but they weren't a couple. They knew that. So why was he carrying on? It's like he was trying to maintain the illusion of the marriage and him as the husband, when it would have been a lot easier to just go public with the fact that they were separated instead of trying to act like they were still a couple and try and hold on to that and then to go and assault someone because I can see now how Will got to this insane place of doing this because he had this delusion in his mind that they were together and he had to maintain that illusion for the public. And I'm like, why? What part of you needed to, like, could you not handle the idea of a failed marriage that you couldn't make her happy so she wasn't happy and went somewhere else? It's all about him and it's really disturbing, and everyone's on his side, like saying, and everyone's, because they're misogynists and racist, of course, they're attacking the black woman, of course, and no one's looking at the black man, or not even just looking at him as a possessive man who is still trying to hold on to this woman that he's not with anymore. It's just sad, and the fact that people all got sucked into that and all took his side and attacked her and called her a cheater and a slut and everything, and then it comes out that they weren't even together, that she was perfectly free to be with other people because, I'm pretty sure he was too, but he wouldn't. It's just misogynistic, controlling, possessive insanity on his part. And she may be a very self-involved, conceited, selfish person, but she wasn't lying to him. He knew they were separated. He knew she was having other relationships. And if he's emotionally impacted by that, he needs to go work on that. And that's basically what she said. She's going to let him go work it out on his own. He's a man, isn't he? He's responsible for his emotions and his, why is she supposed to was she supposed to stay there forever because he emotionally can't move on? I can't believe people are still attacking her for this. People either can't see the situation or they're just ignoring it because it's a better, there's a better story, that she's a hoe and cheated on him and all that, and he's the victim, because especially with the conservatives and the right wing stuff. So as you can see, I had to talk about it because it was bothering me, and I'm hearing all these things people talking about. I'm like, what world are you people in? They were separated. She didn't cheat. He can't let go. He's the one who needs to move on and find another relationship and be happy. She seems to have done that, and everyone's like, how dare you? And I'm like, well, how dare she be healthy and move on from a relationship that failed and still maintain a relationship for their children? My God, what a horrible woman. Now, I wouldn't like to know her as a person, but she didn't lie, she didn't do anything wrong, and everyone's acting like I've got to stop talking because I could just go on about it for ages, because it just is so baffling to me the way people are looking at this. And unless people are just doing it for the clickbait, and because they know people will watch, that makes sense. But if people actually don't understand the situation, I can't understand how they can't understand. But I'm going to go. It's 5 minutes. I've got to stop talking. That's my cut-off line because I could just talk forever. I'm going to go. Bye.